Hello, and welcome to CoachedUP. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I am anticipating a fantastic Monday for me, and I'm also anticipating a fantastic Monday for each of you as well. For those of you who are visiting with us this morning for the very first time, welcome as well. But allow me to share with you the purpose of our weekly videos, and they carry a three-tiered purpose. One, to be instructional. Two, to be strategic. And three, to be motivational. And I truly, humbly believe that any person who's attempting to be successful, both professionally and personally, can benefit from all three. Let's journey together. So this morning, as I began to contemplate and think about what topic I wanted to share this morning, I'm thinking about the world of entrepreneurship as it pertains to a new opportunity, a person just beginning into this entrepreneurship world who wants to become an entrepreneur. And so I'm thinking to myself, what are all the questions we ask ourselves as we begin to decide whether we want to become an entrepreneur? Well, we ask many questions. Will our organization be an LLC or a sole proprietorship or C Corp? Will we have employees, or will it just be us as a solo project? What city will we reside in? What location of that city will we reside in? What type of furniture we need? We ask ourselves all of these questions. But I truly believe that while we're asking those questions, there are three questions that we fail to ask ourselves. And those three questions can only be found internally within ourselves. Those three questions will allow you and lead you on the path of a more successful entrepreneurial journey. And those three questions are what, why, and when. As an entrepreneur, we must understand what we want to become as far as what industry we want to jump into. We must understand why we want to be in that industry, and we must understand when we're going to jump into that industry. When we're thinking about the what, there's so many questions we can ask ourselves, and most people say, I want to jump into this level of entrepreneurship, this industry, because of the money that it generates or because of the fame that it brings. But I tell people all the time, never do anything for fortune or fame, because when the fortune fades and the fame fades, there's nothing there left at your foundation. So when you're asking yourself what, the easiest way to decide what industry you want to join is to decide where is your passion. Wherever your passion lies, that is the industry you need to gravitate towards. If you're great with numbers, accounting. If you love the law, become an attorney. If you love technology, become a computer engineer. Whatever it may be, but if you find your passion, it will lead you to success. There is the saying that people have shared since for many, many years. And I've heard it many times myself, and I've shared it many times myself as well. And this statement says, if you find something that you enjoy, you'll never work a day in your lives. Find something you enjoy, but that lies in your passion, and you'll never truly work a day in your life. Find your passion and attach yourself to that industry, and it leads you in a better path and a better opportunity for success. So we've answered the what. Now, why do we want to jump into that industry? Why are we, if that is our passion, what makes it our passion? What can we gain from doing this type of business? What can we gain from jumping in this industry? Why? What is the why? Because if we don't know the why, we will never be committed to this industry. We've got to understand the why, so when the days become tough, because you're going to have tough days, you're going to have rough days, you're going to have rocky days where you will question yourselves whether you want to continue your journey as an entrepreneur. But if you always understand why you chose that industry, you chose that field of entrepreneurship, you'll survive. And you will push through those days when those days become rough. So we've answered the what. We've answered the why. The last thing you need to do, which I believe is the most difficult, when. Most people aren't successful because they never take the first step. People don't reach success because they are afraid to take the first step. Any journey, every journey, and all journeys begin with the first step. But you need to properly plan and execute a strategy to ensure that you are starting your business, your entrepreneurship journey at the right time. Just because others have began and they've run away from you, that does not mean you put poor planning into action and you jump out too early. You begin at the opportune time when you strategize and you plan and you have a clear, concise date to when you can begin your entrepreneurial journey. The what, the why, and the when. If you do those three things before you jump out into this world of entrepreneurship, I promise you the probability of success increases immensely. What will you do? Will you sit and decide the what, the why, and the when? Remember this. Most successful people, truly successful people, enjoy the journey more than the destination. You've been coached up. Thank you for listening.